All right. First thing we're going to do is our fun stuff. All right. I still have some more true or false questions. Those are going to get mixed up a little bit for next week. We have our president that we have been learning about, James K. Polk. We're going to finish him up today. Our lesson today is two things. We are going to do some science and we are going to do some social studies today. All right. Yep. To keep us on track where we need to go. So we're going to have a double lesson today. And then we're going to do, hopefully if we have time, our question and answer and our see you later. So I'll tell you what, let's get started. First thing I have is fun stuff. Every day, nearly 200 banks are robbed. Is that true or is that false? Every day, near 200 banks are robbed. All right, are you guys ready? Let's see the tally here. All right, we have 46 people that say it is true and 51 people who say it is false. All right, well, you know what? It is, thankfully, it is false. Only 20 each day get robbed. All right, well, let's keep going, my friends. We now have our U.S. president, and we are going to learn a little bit more about Mr. James K. Polk. All right, so hopefully you enjoy this. Here we go.
James Polk, the 11th president.
Polk served from March 4th, 1845 to March 4th, 1849. That's before they changed the date of the inaugurations to January. But he was born in North Carolina and moved to Tennessee when he was about 8 or 9 years old. He eventually attended the University of North Carolina, where he was about one of 80 students there, roughly. And upon graduation, he opened up a law office in Tennessee. During that time, he met his wife, Sarah Childress. They were married January 1st, 1824. She was from a well-to-do family and had received an education that was much greater than the typical woman of the time, especially in Tennessee. She helped him with his campaign when he was running for president and helped him climb the political ladder.
All right, so I'm going to let you draw. Please use this time wisely, only school appropriate pictures. And if possible, please keep it up something about today's president. All right, let's take a look. All right, James Knox Polk, 11th president, served for 4 years. He was in the House of Representatives. He lived in the White House. He was the youngest. Oh, someone was drawing there. That looks like a very good. He did not die in the White House. He died 3 months after he left the White House. And yes, he's known for getting all that land for the Mexican-American War. He did serve a single term. He reduced tariffs. Oh, someone wrote a book there. Oh my goodness. All right. Good job, you guys.
In the year 1605, an anonymous mapmaker drafted a rather crude map of the Florida Peninsula. Of the map's many curious features, perhaps the most striking is a name that appears along the southeastern coastline, next to a proposed new Spanish fortress. It reads, Bocas de Miguel Mora, or the mouths of Miguel Mora. The fort was never built, but for the next 2 centuries, mariners and mapmakers continued to refer to the area by his name.
All right. The moon we see depends on how much of the sunlit side of the moon is facing the Earth. Okay, very simple. How much sun is it getting? All right. In this diagram, you can see an overhead view of the Earth and the moon in space. As the moon revolves around the Earth, the moon is always half lit by the sun. But how much of that light that faces the Earth determines what we see. There is a practice for you to label the phases of the moon. Okay, so go ahead, see how you do. We just went through this. Name that phase of the moon. Don't mess it up like I did. Yes, it is the waxing crescent. It is getting bigger. Good work. That moon phase. Yes, it is the first quarter moon.